bring new life back into your dead YouTube channel. Where is this subway surfer guy? I think he's still in the bathroom. Throw it up. We were a little rough on him playing our game at the buffet. Here he comes now. Hi, folks. Elgin Subway Surfer Bolling. Your creative zombie caricature artist here. My voice comes and goes. Apparently, during our last session, Bullet Head Zombie Zed here and Smiling Slimy Sam here, we got into a dispute of sorts, and I was accidentally bitten on the arm there, and I came down with this condition, which doctors say should clear up with antibiotics, which I've taken already, but this is part 2 of bringing new life back into your dead YouTube channel. And I thought we needed to do this because I had left out a crucial part, and that was in content creation. So we're going to go over that. Hopefully by the next slide, my voice will clear completely up and we can hear this a lot better. And before I do anything, will you guys please back up? How do you do what you do so well, and how can I do what you do so well? That's what people want. No matter what their niche is, no matter what their area of interest is, they have influencers and people who inspire them. They look at them and they say, how can I do what you're doing? My way, though. And this is what you have to give your target audience. I know that artists are notorious do-it-yourselfers, and they love to be educated. They love to dig deep, and they take time on researching the subject that they're interested in. That's why I make it a point on my videos to give a lot of how-tos to artists. The reason why I do this is because I remember as a young artist being frustrated, wanting so desperately to be like my heroes, wanting to draw like them, wanting to make the money that they made, and there was hardly anything around to tell me exactly how to do what they were doing. Because let's face it, artists, I guess, felt back in the day that, hey, if I tell you how I'm doing this, then you'll take my spot. And so there was a lot of infighting, a lot of selfishness back then. Thank God that things have changed. People on social media platforms like this one have contributed to that. But I digress, as usual. Secrets to sketching subway strap hangers. I got to say that slow because my tongue gets all rolled up and confused. But I made that because I made my fame as being Elgin subway surfer bowling, in that I drew thousands of pictures of people live on the subway, creating all kinds of fun and sometimes trouble. And people were always wondering, well, how did you do what you were doing? How did you deal with the crowds, the dirty looks? You know, did people ever come to you and try to stop you? How were you able to do it so fast? And so I thought might be a good idea to show people my process, how I did it exactly, so that they can replicate my success. And that's what this is all about. And that's what you want to do on your videos. You want to give them a how-to for whatever you do. Spill your guts, share your secrets. You'll get views and you'll get subscribers if you do that. I'm proof. I guarantee it. And it's already happening for me. Like I said before in a previous video, my numbers right now are minuscule compared to the multiple thousands of numbers that are out there for subscribers and views. But the fact that I saw growth come out of nothing because my channel was dead proves that the methods I'm using are working, and you should use them too. You got to know what your audience likes and expects of you. I come from a religious background. I'll use that word religion. And I'm unashamed about it. If you look at my past videos, not the recent ones, but especially the past ones that I made in the middle and early 2000s. And I know that there's a segment of my audience who likes those videos, who gravitates towards those type of videos. And so I always try to include videos that cater to that particular niche group. The First Temptation of Christ is one that I've wanted to do for years on the book of Matthew, Christ's temptation in the wilderness. Check that out. It's humorously done. I've done my own characters in there that don't fit the traditional model, but moving right along. I also know, again, that my audience likes to be educated on how they can prosper financially as artists. And drawing for God is something that I see as how can I say this? It's uncharted territory. It's not talking, there's not enough talk about it online with artists enough. And it is a tremendously profitable venue to go into. And so I wanted to include that also. So you have to really know your niche and know what they like to see. And you're like a cook. Once you know what they like to see, you have to constantly serve that up to them. And that's what I try to do. That's what you should be trying to do. Moving right along. But Elgin, how do I create interesting, engaging, thought-provoking content? How do I get the ideas to do that? Mind mapping for artists. All you have to do is learn this technique, and I guarantee that the ideas are just going to flow out of you. This is not just hype. This isn't hyperbole. This is the major method that I use, and I've covered it all in this video. So if you haven't seen it already, stop this video and watch Mind Mapping for Artists. Do it now! That's a call to action, by the way. How'd you like that? At any rate, when you look at the video, please comment and definitely commit to memory what's there. You're going to need it, and you're going to thank me. Another great tool for helping to create unbelievable, entertaining, and thought-provoking content is ChatGPT. The reason why I like ChatGPT so much is that you can ask it any question on any subject and it will just give you answers. It doesn't even matter how many times you ask it. If you keep regenerating it, it will keep answering you over and over and over again. Now, why is this important? It's important because when we are talking to our niche group, what we're really doing many times is just answering a question, either an unspoken question that they may have, or maybe we're answering an actual question that we found in the comments section. However we answer, there's going to come a point when you just can't think of any more questions to answer. You run out of things to say, and then your channel starts to get in that dead state. In order to stop that, go to ChatGPT and ask it questions. You'll be surprised at the answers that it gives you, and it'll start up your idea engine. I asked ChatGPT, just for an example, on a subject I know nothing about. It's called dog training. I asked it both, give me some whimsical questions to ask for a dog trainer, and give me some serious questions to ask a dog trainer. And here's what ChatGPT came up with. If dogs could rate your training sessions on a scale of wags to tail tucks, how many wags do you think you'd get, and why? Number 2, if dogs held an annual award ceremony for trainers, what quirky title would you hope to win, and what would your acceptance speech be? Number 3, if dogs could give rave reviews on Yelp for your training classes, what funny anecdotes or comments do you think they'd include? On a more serious note, here are some questions related to that. How do you stay updated on the latest advancements in research for dog training techniques and behavioral science to continually improve your practice? That's a thought-provoking question right there. Can you share a particular challenging case that you've encountered, and how did you successfully address it through your training methods? Finally, in your opinion, what does consistency play in achieving long-term success in dog training? Now, why is all of this important? It's important because when you can answer playfully, you humanize yourself to your audience. When you can switch roles and be the straight man also, you communicate to your audience that you are competent in what you are talking about. And ChatGPT can play the straight man or the comedian, whatever you choose. It's great for doing that, and that is why you should include it when you're trying to create new content. I guarantee that it works. Well, folks, that's it. This is how you bring new life back into your dead YouTube channel. Hope you found the information here helpful, informative, engaging, as we always say. And if you like what you saw and heard, please become a subscriber. That's the call to action. And comment. Boom. That's double action. We're going to say goodbye to our two lovely guests, Bullethead Zombie Zed and Smiling Stinky Stan, was it? I forget. But from what I understand, these two guys are late for a job interview. And good luck with that, fellas. This is Elgin, Subway Surfer Bolling, your creative caricature marketing consultant. As always, I can be reached at cartoons4youtube@aol.com. That's cartoons, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2, at AOL.com. Yeah, I guess the antibiotics are still working.